Ladies and gentlemen, cancel culture strikes again. This time, the Irish singer Róisín Murphy has been cancelled by the BBC for believing that women are women. Hello, beautiful freedom fighters. Welcome to the channel. As you guys can tell, the background is different. I'm not in my usual spot. I'm actually in Turkey for the next couple of days. So apologies for a lot of bit of a shaky background and everything else that happens. And hopefully the sound quality is good. Let's talk about what's going on in Britannia, because Róisín Murphy, who's a famous Irish singer and songwriter, who's been in trouble over the last couple of weeks, and obviously the attacks usually starts from social media. Then even her record label decided to go against her, but now things are getting worse, because 5 hours of Murphy's songs, interviews and highlights of her concerts, which were put together for a program called the Six Music Artist Collection, was due to be aired on the BBC between midnight and 5 a.m. next Monday and again on a Tuesday. But we have now discovered that the BBC have cancelled Róisín Murphy for her comments on social media. Now, first things first, the BBC initially denied that they've cancelled her, even though they already instantly replaced her with the woke rapper Little Simz. Whoever that is, I don't even know what that person is, or that fashion sense, whatever's going on in that photo. But yeah, Little Simz, all I know is that it's a bit of a wokey rapper, which is kind of hilarious considering the background of rap music and hip-hop in the West. Now they're getting very flowery these days. But 2 weeks ago, Róisín Murphy wrote on Facebook and called the puberty blockers gender-affirming care for obviously the transgender youth that obviously prevents puberty. She said it is absolutely desolate. Big Pharma laughing all the way to the bank, used for little mix-up kids. She also urged for children to be protected, essentially saying she's worried about children who are being pressured into changing their genders, and the gender lobby's influence in schools and obviously on social media, in entertainment sector, everywhere you go. And apparently those comments were outrageous. She also requested that people did not call her a TERF, which obviously they're called feminists who don't believe in, who only believe in two genders. They call them TERFs, and it's supposed to be an insult. And she said, well, it's kind of insulting. Stop calling me that. And this whole thing came up because she was also offended, which is kind of hilarious. But obviously, Róisín Murphy, it's outrageous that she was cancelled on a societal level, but she was also cancelled by the BBC. That is absolutely crazy. But the problem is, she's kind of surrendered. But before we get to that, this is what one of the insiders said about the BBC, saying the BBC is supposed to be an impartial organisation, so it is outrageous that Róisín can't express her view without being cancelled by our national broadcaster. It's like she has had her voice taken away from her. It basically means that she can't say what she thinks if she wants to appear on a license fee funded airways. Whatever happened to free speech? Absolutely right. But unfortunately, Róisín Murphy has surrendered and apologized. She posted on social media saying, I've been thrown into a very public discourse in an area I'm uncomfortable in and deeply unsuitable for. I cannot apologize enough for being the reason for this eruption of damaging and potentially dangerous social media fire and brimstone. Okay, fair enough. She continues by saying that I've had a personal Facebook account for years. The morning I made these comments, I was scrolling and I brought up a specific issue that was only broadly related to the original post. Oh, backtracking, absolutely classic. This is exactly what they want. When you see the mob rule mentality of those on the political left, the hard left, who are intolerant and are basically fascisty, this is exactly what they want, for you to surrender and apologize. And they're not going to accept your apology. Never explain and never apologize, because it's not going to change anything. It's not going to solve anything. If you haven't done anything wrong, never apologize. If you've done something wrong, then absolutely apologize and change your actions. But ironically, that never happens. Those who do actual wrongdoing, from the political establishment to those in the cultural, who have cultural platforms. But we are where we are now. Anyway, I'll keep you guys posted to see what happens with this, the reaction from the so-called council culture on this issue. And let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.